College Success Arizona presents Student Stories. The feature of the following story and interview is Joey Graham.
I was born in Bloomington, Normal, Illinois, and I was raised in Colfax, Illinois.
And what was life like growing up in Illinois?
You know, life for me, I was a troubled kid and everything, so I was pretty bad when I was younger. And then, it is all right. It's not that bad, but it could be better. Some crime here and there, like most places. But then I moved to Colfax, which is a small town, and it was a lot better environment for me and changed my life around and stuff. So,
do you remember the moment, the day, or the week, or the month, maybe the event essentially that helped you kind of get it together, as you say, changed your life?
It would have been June, because that's when we moved out, and I decided to change my life around.
How old were you at the time?
I was in 8th grade. I don't know how old 8th grade would be. I think it was like 12.
Okay, and what do you think would have happened to you? Where do you think you would be today if you hadn't made those changes?
I think I'll either be probably in jail or dead.
But instead you're in college?
Yes, sir.
Estrella Mountain Community College, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you transferred here at what point from back east?
I moved here last June to start my freshman year here.
And what brought you to Arizona?
My father moved out 3 years ago, and I just wanted to finish high school in Illinois, but then I wanted to take the opportunity to move out here to give me new opportunities, and I hate the cold, so I wanted to move to the warm.
And how do you like Arizona so far as compared to Illinois?
I love Arizona.
And how old are you currently?
I'm 19, about to turn 20 in a month.
And you're pursuing your associate degree?
I'm actually transferring early to U of A.
And what are you pursuing educationally?
I'm majoring in physiology at U of A. I'm going to transfer to get my doctoral degree in physical therapy.
So you want to work as a physical therapist?
Sir.
What's inspiring you to want to do that?
I went through physical therapy my whole life due to all my injuries that I've had. So I just kind of got the feeling of it, and I love to help people, and I find the body super interesting. So you add helping people and learning new stuff about the body and learning more, and you add those together, and physical therapy came out.
And you say to the injuries you've had all your life, like sports-related injuries?
None of mine, I don't think none of them were sports-related. They were all just heredity.
Gotcha. Okay. And so you want to be working as a physical therapist? Do you have any type of, do you want to work for maybe a sports team or just like a general practice, maybe a hospital or something?
I want to work for orthopedic.
And the transition from Illinois to Arizona and from high school to college, talk about that. Has that been difficult or have you embraced it?
Oh, no, it hasn't been difficult. I'm very outgoing and everything, so it was just another opportunity where I could meet a whole bunch of other people. So it was great. My first semester, I met like the whole school.
Okay. And so Estrella Mountain Community College has been a good experience overall?
Yeah, for sure. It's a good starting place, I feel, for all students before you go to a university, because community college, you kind of like, it's smaller and it helps you like have your own foundation. So you get in the flow and everything. You get your rights down, what you need to do here, what you need to do there, and then you can transfer that to a university. Of course, things are going to be different at a university, but a lot of those things that you learn at a community college, you can still transfer over. So you
anticipate graduating with your bachelor's degree when?
In 3 years. So what would 3 years be? 17, 18, 19, so 2019.
Where do you want to live? Do you want to maybe then stay in Tucson, Phoenix, or go back east?
No. Wherever, I've been planning this, I don't know where I'm going to actually live, but wherever I like finally finish and foundation, I want to live somewhere that's warm. So, that's only a couple states, so we'll see. But most likely I'll probably stay in Arizona. I don't know where, though.
What have been the biggest challenges to college?
What have been the biggest challenges? Probably getting sleep and time management. I'm pretty good with time management, but I kind of struggled. No. The hardest thing is keep pushing forward. It's so easy to just stop and give up because, you so much work and everything depending on your load. And it got pretty heavy duty, and I was getting tired. So I think that's probably the hardest thing.
And what do you say to middle and high school students who are considering their own college career? Some advice.
I would tell them to go with their gut and instinct of where they feel is going to be best. Go to school for you and just finish out, push through it, work as hard as you can. And what I do tell middle and high schoolers, start now with good grades, because if you get good grades, that transfers over, and it's less money you're going to have to spend for college.
And how rare is your story, or how common is it that you described yourself as a troubled kid getting into college and you make a transition, you change your life when you're 12, 13, 14, whatever age it was when you're in the 8th grade? Is your story fairly rare, or is it fairly common? What do you think?
I think it's in the middle, honestly. I mean, I know people who have struggled and then they changed their life around. I know people who have struggled and they just kept with that struggle. So, in the middle.
Yeah, congratulations on doing that, because obviously you can look around and see people in your situation who didn't do that, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I like to help others, so I can talk about my past and relate to a lot of people.
That's what it seems like, because a lot of times it seems that people who have stories like yours end up being, you can give guidance, and the people you're speaking to, they respect you because you've walked the walk where they're at right now.
Their path, yeah.
Thank you, Joey, for the interview and for working so hard to make a difference in our community.